ever seen anything so wonderful in your entire life?
Life under the sea is better than anything they got up there.
Wandering free, wish I could be part of your world.
Disney's The Little Mermaid is coming home to the Walt Disney Signature Collection on digital, Blu-ray, and 4K.
Jumping jellyfish.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the 35th, I should say, anniversary celebration of Disney's The Little Mermaid, starring the voices of Jodi Benson, Christopher Daniel Barnes, who would later go on to become the iconic animated iteration of Spider-Man. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can, in the 90s anyway. And also, you got Samuel E. Wright, who's the voice of the greatest wingman in the history of cinema, Sebastian. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a great time tonight. So here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be watching the movie here momentarily. But before we do that, don't forget to like and share this with everyone you know. If you want to watch the movie along with us, queue up your copy on physical media or streaming service to the 0 second mark on your device or physical media player. Please do so now before we hit the magic button known as play. But don't hit the play button just yet. Please welcome our special guests for these festivities, celebrating 35 years, I should say, of Disney's The Little Mermaid. Please welcome our good friend, the man who designs the backgrounds, the thumbnails, that makes us look, so good in this studio. Case is here. Hello, Case. How are you?
Hello. Welcome. Back again for another watch along. And I'm very much looking forward to this one. I really love this movie. One of the all-time Disney classics. Actually, the first one of the Disney Renaissance era. Look forward to singing along very badly with the songs, of course.
Sing with me now. Anyway, we'll get to that a little bit later on. Don't worry, folks. We'll get to that a little bit later. Also, join us as someone who's no stranger to these kinds of festivities and in the studio. It's great to have him back. He's been very busy running things on another channel, and he's been busy being domesticated. But he's also here with us tonight, so that makes him even sweeter. Austin 316, good to see you again, kind sir. How are you?
You won't see a sweet side of me when it comes to a certain talking point we'll get to about a certain remake of this movie.
Wow.
But I'm here to both praise that movie and trash that other movie. So stay tuned, because that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to go basically plot point by plot point as to what this movie gets exactly right and what that movie gets exactly wrong. So stay tuned, because I'm going to be that guy tonight.
I'll join you.
Yeah. We got Stetler and Waldorf up in the Peanut Gallery, who are going to be talking about two different iterations of these characters. So we'll get to that a little bit later. Also, join us someone who got in touch with us somewhat at the last minute and said, "Hey, I hear you're doing this. I really want to be a part of it. It's one of my all-time favorite films. This is magic. I want to be a part of it so bad." So we couldn't resist, and also we need an Ariel. Her name is Ariel. We need an Ariel for these festivities. So please welcome our iteration, if you will, of Ariel of Charm City Celebrations. Gaeta is back, and she's excited. How are you doing, Gaeta?
It's a part of my world. Thank you for having. I had to do my own little segue. Part of your world. Can't wait to join in the fun. Thank you for having me, fellas. It's good to be here. And yes, I might be the mediator, or I might be part of the peanut gallery. We'll see.
Gee whiz. Well,
but I'm excited. I can't wait to get into it. And back at I can't even talk. Bloopers.
blooper reel, as if there was one here on this YouTube channel. But hey, if someone we know who's a great producer and editor out there, Case, wants to put something together like that for the near future, hey, let us know in the comments. Let us know in the chat. More than happy to take suggestions in the suggestion box, which is called the comments section. So feel free to throw that in there. I'm just messing with you, Case. I'm not going to put too much. I'm not going to put any more pressure on you than we already have here in this studio. So don't worry about it. But before we hit the magic button known as play, going to go around the table here real quick, because I know we're anxious to dive back under the sea. Because things are much better under the sea than they are, in the land dwellers. So, Case, what was it like for you seeing this movie so many years ago, or if you just saw it for the first time a few years ago? What was it like?
First of all, I do want to say that any kind of bloopers that we have, they happen live. We don't cut anything out, so everything you can see back on the streams. So I'm not going to put together a blooper reel. Second of all, I really have no recollection of seeing this movie for the first time. I saw a bunch of the Disney movies when I was extremely young, like before I could even make memories. So it was probably around that time, because I have been watching this movie, like a lot of the other Disney movies, forever, since I was young. But this is a movie that I can watch still today and be like, this is a great movie overall. This is not just a children's movie. This is something that adults and the entire family essentially can enjoy as well. Because it has a great villain in Ursula. It has great Disney Prince in Eric, which actually, just before we went on air, I said might actually be the best Disney Prince we've ever had. There's an argument at least to be made. There are a couple of other good ones as well, but I think he's at least very good. And there are a lot of very iconic moments, scenes, songs, just about anything in this movie that you would want. And I think this movie really does stand the test of time. That's why I enjoy it so much, even 35 years later.
Wow, fair points, good sir. Fair points. Ariel, don't go up there. Ariel, I'm just curious. I mean, excuse me, Gata. What was it like for you to see it? I'm so sorry. I'm mispronouncing everybody's name tonight. I sincerely apologize. Please feel free to correct me in the chat or the private chat as well. Gata, what was it like for you seeing this movie 35 years ago, or did you see it 30 years ago? What was first time like for you?
Honestly, I probably would say when I was 5. In my between 5 to 10 year mark, I'm not gonna say what my age is right now because everyone thinks I'm younger, so I'm gonna keep it that way. And it's truly relatable with having a very strict, overprotective parent. So it's relatable in reality, but at the same time, it's freeing to see how I kind of connected with Ariel as well as the other variety of princesses. And it's an iconic classic. You can't go wrong with this. The storyline from start to finish is phenomenal. The graphics are amazing, and especially when they remaster the graphics, especially the cartoons, it makes it more vibrant. And I love vibrancy all across the board.
That's excellent. Once again, excellent points being made. Austin, what was it like for you seeing this movie way back when? Any memory, recollection of that?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I was going to mention that this movie holds a special place in my heart because this is my first memory of seeing a movie in a theater. I was born in '86. I believe I saw this movie when I was 3.5 years old, something like that. Movies played in theaters longer, so it may have been a few months after its initial release, but they stayed in theaters for a long time. But I did see it during its initial theatrical run. It is my earliest movie memory of seeing something in a theater, so I hold this movie very close to me, even for that reason. I still think it's one of the greatest animated movies ever made. It's still one of my personal favorite animated movies ever. This and Beauty and the Beast, I think, are kind of my two of those 90s that I just really clicked with. And yeah, I've even gone back and just watched this recently. Did it for another show we did, and like, this movie works. It just clicks. It works. It moves. It's efficient. There's no fat on the bones of this movie. There's no wasted scene, no wasted plot point. We'll talk about it, but this movie's lean and mean, and I think it's great.
Wow, so much love and care and respect for this little movie that just happened to come out 35 years ago. I'm just kidding. We love it all. For me, I remember watching this on VHS. We had those Disney VHS tapes in those big plastic clamshell cases. Anybody remember those things? I had Gata and I remember this. So we had plenty of those in our households, right, Gata? So I remember watching this a number of times. I remember laughing a lot throughout because Sebastian has all the funniest scenes. A lot of funny scenes are from him. Scuttle, who tries to be smart, tries to be a wingman, literally and figuratively doesn't know what the heck he's doing. And he's calling weird things like a dingle hopper and a snarfblat. And I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? But it has memorable characters. It has really iconic music. Let's be perfectly honest. The music is iconic in so many different ways, and they're very catchy, especially two of them that we're going to be talking about a little bit later on in this broadcast. But I remember just liking it and loving it. I mean, for the longest time, it was in my top 5 animated movies of all time. And then slowly but surely, it creeped down just a little bit, but it's still in the top 10. It's not, it's not like it's 15 or anything. It's still in the top 10. It's right below spot number 5. It's in number 6 or 7. So it's all fine. We're all good here. No one's going to get hurt. No one's going to get, thrown under the bus. But Little Mermaid is a classic. It just is. And it started, like someone pointed out earlier, the Disney Renaissance started with this very movie. So we got a great slate of decade of movies from Disney that starts with Little Mermaid, ends with Tarzan, if I'm not mistaken, from 1999. So great stuff, right? Great stuff involved. So without any further ado, please queue up your copy to physical media or streaming service 00000 second mark. I'm going to start it there. Hold on 1 second. I got my studio being weird. Why? Anyway. Gonna start the movie there. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Please feel free to share your thoughts, your memories, your fun facts, your questions about it in the comments below. Gonna have a lot of fun. So let's begin our feature presentation and dive into Going Back Under the Sea, celebrating 35 years of Disney's The Little Mermaid in 3, 2, 1, hit play. Here we go.
All right. Got that updated Disney logo on Disney Plus.
Pretty much all the movies have it these days.
Yes.
And I think Mickey is also going to do. You have 2 logos.
Yeah, so we're watching the Disney Plus version. So if you're watching it on an old VHS, it's not going to have this. So
you might want to pause for a moment.
Yeah, we got to catch up.
Until we
here.
actually start with the actual movie.
All right, now we got the animation coming in. There we go. Here comes the seagulls. We're good to go. Yeah, so my first comparison, like I said, this movie's 82 minutes. This movie's 82 minutes, and it gets the job done. Like I said, there is not an ounce of fat on this thing. Every scene has a purpose, or a porpoise in this case, and waka waka. So, anyways, let's see. I made a joke, perfectly timed joke. But no, I mean, again, they get all the exposition is done really well, both in the dialogue and in the songs, which is a part of the Howard Ashman, Alan Menken connection, best connection since the Sherman Brothers originally. And one of my first problems when I saw the runtime of the remake is 2 hours and 15 minutes, man.
It's
and
45 minutes longer.
45 minutes longer, and yet they cut out things from this movie that are critical to the plot point and critical to the character elements, which is baffling to me. I've always been a staunch person that says family movies and comedies, two genres, should be 90 minutes or less. A family movie should absolutely be under 90 minutes. Kids have a short attention span, and it also helps with parents taking the kids to movies multiple times. You're in and out of the theater, you get it done. 2 hours and 15 minutes is absurd for a family film. It always will be.
No, it absolutely is. And considering that in the remake, they add a whole bunch of stuff that is very unnecessary, in my opinion, like songs. A lot of the songs, no one's going to remember them. Everyone remembers the old songs, and credit to Haley Bailey, who really did a great job with singing, because she has a great singing voice, and it actually sounds a lot like the voice of Ariel in this movie. So I was happy with the casting in that regard. But that was pretty much my only positive thing that I had about the remake.
Well, and here's one thing the remake, again, omits that this movie does, and it's a very simple thing this movie does, that movie somehow omits to do, is set up the broader world that is under the sea with these simple shots that we get of the other mermaids swimming towards the orchestra concert that we're going to see. We get an idea that they are all over the place. They're coming from all over the place. That movie doesn't show any other mermaids outside of the immediate family. None whatsoever. We get no gatherings. We get no sense of scale or sense of world in the remake at all.
Buddy Hack,
it's absurd.
By the way, I am just reminded that Odo from Star Trek Deep Space Nine voices character in this movie, and I love it.
He's the older guy with Eric. He's the guy, the mentor, the Eric mentor.
Oh, wow.
And then Buddy Hackett is the voice of Scuttle.
Oh, that's Scuttle?
It is vastly superior to Aquafina, which is one of the worst voice acting performances.
Oh, yeah. I really hated Aquafina.
Scuttlebot. See, but look at this.
God.
But look at this.
That was the worst.
You immediately get a sense that this is a kingdom, obviously with the castle.
Like,
you get a sense that everybody's coming in.
People.
It feels like a whole larger world, like a world of Atlantis, which the remake shows none of this, does not have any of this scene, yet somehow cuts all of this out while being 45 minutes larger. And this is a critical piece for later with Sebastian that they also cut out of the remake, in that he is an orchestra conductor, which is important to the Kiss the Girls sequence, because he's conducting the animals and the bugs in that sequence. That is a critical piece of character moments that is not set up in the remake, despite being 45 minutes longer. All right, I'm done.
Exactly.
All right.
Jeez.
Austin, we're 4 minutes in, and you have
I know.
already given an entire fucking speech.
I'm already giving essays. Yes, but again, it seems like a little insignificant piece of thing, but this comes back later in the Kiss the Girl sequence because he's an orchestra conductor and he has a piece of grass. He's conducting the animals later. It's a critical piece of information that sets up the family dichotomy. It sets up the family dynamics that she is kind of aloof and she does her own thing and she's always wandering around and has no sense of time and all that stuff. This is very important. They cut out this entire sequence out of the remake. Like the entire sequence is not there.
Yes. I just want to say that everything that Austin is saying about the remake, I echo. Because I really hated it. Yes. And I'm really done with this live action remakes at this point.
But again, in my criticism of that, I'm praising this movie and what it does correctly and how efficiently and quickly it does it and gets information to you like very fast, but also very well through the music and through the dialogue, through the character interactions, and even just through their movements and whatnot. Because he's jittery as well. Like Sebastian, you see he's got some sort of OCD or anxiety, sort of thing going on. Triton's got his puffed out chest, and he's very proud of everything. And he does things so. Andrea, and Sebastian's very proud of his job. He's good at his job, and he's very proud of his work. See?
Yeah, he's
very proud of this.
He's being celebratory, I think is the word. I don't know.
Sister,
but her voice is like a ball. She's a sister. Harry. Oh dear.
Nope, not there.
Yeah.
Ariel.
He's got those red eyes. Those red eyes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, what they did to Flounder with the CGI was awful in the remake as well. He's straight nightmare fuel.
Don't even remind me.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
But Flounder is such a guppy, man.
Such a guppy.
Don't be such
he is such a guppy. He is.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, where are you getting cold fins now?
I will say, as a 3-year-old, this shark scared the piss out of me. I'll tell you.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm 30 years old. It's still scary.
It's still terrifying, man.
I mean, they must have listened to Steven Spielberg and taken a page out of the Jaws playbook.
Definitely.
This is actually very similar to not the original Jaws, but the Jaws: The Revenge sequence from 1987, where the main dude, what's his name? He's swimming through an actual shipwreck, and the shark is chasing after him. It's very similar to that, actually. So it's similar to a Jaws sequel, but not the Steven Spielberg.
I think
Jaws: The Revenge is a terrible movie.
Yeah, I think I made it. I think I made it 10-15 minutes into Jaws: The Revenge, and I'm like, okay, I'm not watching this.
Are you kidding me, Permison? I did a drink along to that game live on YouTube. Go watch it.
Dude, I don't know if I want to watch that. I don't even know if I want to watch it. The fact that you have all 4 Jaws movies on your Movies Anywhere account staggers me.
Yeah.
You have all 4 movies, including Jaws: The Revenge. I'm like, really?
Jaws 3D. I will consider Jaws 3D is the worst because it's the most boring.
Ryan, there is always this thing called torrenting.
Yes.
No. It's on his.
No, he rips my movies.
No, it's legit. It's not from the other side of the web.
These are all legal. Yeah,
it's a streaming service.
Have you ever seen anything so wonderful? Wow, cool. But what is it?
That's
Dingle Hopper.
Dingle Hopper. Hey, did you hear something? What?
Dude, look at this. This is horrifying. Look at that.
Look at this thing.
Nice. Look at that thing, dude.
Hey, what does he say in the first movie, Austin? That's a 20-footer.
25. 8. 3 tons of them.
Dude, that's a 25-foot shark, man.
Dude, that thing's huge.
Do you think it's more than 25 feet?
In the movie or this one?
No, this one. I'm talking about
this one. Doesn't look like a 25-footer, but he's a big fat boy.
He looks more like a 15-footer.
He looks like he eats a lot.
Okay, so he might be a 15-foot shark. I don't know.
He might be a 15. Most good chunk of great whites are 15. Yeah,
15
on average.
Yeah. Well, there you go. 15 feet. 15-foot shark. Thank you. Boing, gets knocked out. No, Flounder is out, man.
By God, King, he's on Dream Street.
All right.
Wow, he gets caught in the.
Yeah.
Jeez, you big bully.
You big.
Although I always thought when I was a kid that was going to be a setup for later, like the shark was going to come back into the movie somehow.
Yeah,
at some point, but he really doesn't. But yes, this is Buddy Hackett, Ryan as Scuttle.
Scuttle.
Yes.
Ariel, Scuttle.
So yes,
Wow.
Aquafina is terrible in the remake.
Mermaid off the port bow. Whoa, what a swim. He was holding it the wrong way. Hey, look what we found. It's really
Human
creepy.
stuff.
Human stuff, huh? Drops anchor on a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes total sense, Case. Dropping anchor on a rock.
This is special. This is very, very unusual. What?
That
What is
dingle
it?
hopper.
It's a dingle hopper.
Yeah.
Humans use it.
Straighten the hair out, man.
Do you use a dingle hopper to straighten your hair out every day, Kata? Is that what you
No.
do? You don't use a dingle hopper to do it?
No, I just curl my hair.
Oh, you curl your hair. Okay, nothing wrong with that.
Ryan, you don't?
No, my hair is straight and narrow. You know,
It's a snarf flap.
Gata's got curls. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't matter.
I actually do.
That's fine. Nothing's wrong with curls. It happens.
I
Dates back to
swear.
prehistorical times when humans used to sit around and stare at each other all day. Got very boring.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine doing that as a job.
No.
Staring at people all day.
I love me.
Music.
Yeah, that one's
Oh,
well.
the concert with Dad is gonna kill me.
Oh, the
Concert was today.
What?
Maybe you could play a little
concert
plan
was
around with it.
today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think we know what Gata is going to be for Halloween this year. She's going to be Ariel, the human version of Ariel. That's what she'll be.
No.
You wear one of those dresses.
No. I
No?
will. I can't really speak on the matter because the kids
Huh?
are in the room.
That's
But
okay.
no,
that's
it's
fine.
actually a surprise for them.
Oh,
I
it's a
have no
surprise for
idea.
Munchkinville. Okay, never mind.
Yes.
All right, then I won't say anything. I'm sorry.
I
Our
thank
first
you.
glimpse of the great Pat Carroll as Ursula. Rest in peace. She's amazing.
Yeah,
I got a
rest in
chance.
peace, Pat
Got a
Carroll.
chance to meet her at a Spooky Empire horror convention.
did.
Actually, yes,
You did.
she's great. There's a great video online, if I may recommend somebody. So of the great Pat Carroll during one of her Q&As, there's a thing they cut out of it that you can just see the one part, but they had her read some narration from the Haunted Mansion ride from Disney, and it's perfect as Ursula.
Oh, that is
And it's
awesome.
amazing. So if you ever want to hear Ursula narrate the Haunted Mansion, it's tremendous. And she still had it. She was incredible. So
When did
she's
she
great.
pass away, though?
probably about 10 years ago. Something
Yeah,
like that.
many years ago. Yeah,
Yeah, but
very sad.
yeah. But she lived a long time. She lived to be like 90 or something like that. 92.
Was it 90?
She lived a very, very long life. Yeah.
Oh, 90. That's only 3 years
Wow.
short of James
She was
Earl
still
Jones.
voicing Ursula like for video games and computer games and stuff.
Oh,
Long
that's
into her
awesome.
late life. Yeah, she was still getting work off of Ursula.
That's
She's great.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
But can I just say about Ursula, like, I don't know what the hell people were on when they were saying that in the live action remake Ursula was any good, because I thought Melissa McCarthy was absolutely god awful as Ursula. She seemed high all the time. She was not in the same movie. I
Wow.
did not like her.
Melissa
performance at
McCarthy
all.
in that movie has no subtlety. Pat Carroll has
No.
subtlety. Pat
Yeah.
Carroll, when she does in her performance, is she's very full of herself, but she doesn't reveal it to her. She plays it like my whole thing was Ursula in this movie is a sleazy used car salesman. That's what she
Right.
is,
Yeah.
and she's a scam
Wow.
artist essentially. But in that movie, and what Miss McCarthy did with it, she is overtly evil, which Ursula is not trying to pass herself off as overtly evil. She's selling all these different people their hopes and their dreams, like a used car salesman would sell you a lemon. You know what I mean? Like, and try to make it seem like it's brand new. Like, that's the whole tactic of it. When you see the negotiation sequence later, it's exactly what it is. And you see the people, that have bought into this idea and obviously paid the price for it. She's
Right.
a businesswoman. That's what she is. But in that movie, she plays it like, yes, I'm straight up evil. Come make a deal with me. Like, there's no
Right.
subtlety in it whatsoever, like at all. And she doesn't even try to sell it. She's like, you're pathetic. And it's like, no, you don't want to say that to her face, stupid. Like in this movie, she says it behind her back. Like she knows she's suckering her into a bad deal. Like that's the
You
point
give
of the
them an inch,
character.
they swim all over you.
No.
You think it was a little hard on it? Definitely not. If it was my daughter, I'd show that who's boss.
My only thing with Javier Bardem in the remake is I just couldn't understand a word he was saying. His accent was too.
I also couldn't really see him because his face was just floating on some green screen because the CGI was truly awful.
So
CGI is bad.
Does that mean the CGI in Aquaman is better than the one in the Little Mermaid remake?
Yes,
definitely.
Probably.
Okay. Thanks for telling me that, because that means
Yes.
I'm gonna probably rewatch Aquaman later this week.
I mean,
because I would
definitely rather watch Aquaman than the Little Mermaid.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna sit down and watch Aquaman later this week or sometime next weekend or whatever. That's what I'm gonna do.
Right.
Thanks, Jason Momoa.
I have a very big problem with one of my biggest problems is in the remakes under the sea sequence, and I'll point out the two differences on what critical mistake they made.
Don't give us too much
with Earl and Under the Sea. I'm just saying.
Okay, we'll
this is how you tease people to hang in for later.
I was gonna say, take a sip of decaf, grab something to eat in the green room, and chill, man. You're gonna.
We first have to get through what probably is my favorite song in the movie.
Oh, this is your favorite song?
This is great. This is a perfect, Ashman Menken collaboration because it again it conveys much like a lot of the opening songs of like Beauty and the Beast with the Gaston song and the town song and things like that. The Part of Your World song completely gives you everything you need to know about Ariel's character, everything in one song.
And Sebastian is not impressed.
Yeah.
Look at
It's perfect character exhibition.
My collection's complete.
Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one count?
Looking around here,
you think, sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets,
plenty.
Everybody's out of sync now.
Everybody's out of tune and out of sync.
I know. Well, speaking of which, I do want to let you know. I do want to let you know something. Well, keep singing. I'll do it later.
Come on, hit those high notes just like Jodi Benson, guys. Come on.
I wanna be where the people are.
I'm not even gonna try.
I wanna see them dancing, walking around on those. What do you call them? Oh, feet.
But your fins, you don't get
Look
too
at your
far.
fins, you don't get too far. Legs are retired for jumping, dancing. What's that word again?
Street.
Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun.
Oh god.
Wandering free. Wish I could be part of our world.
Oh boy.
You signed up for this, right?
I know. Just wait until we get flagged on this video.
Yeah, for people just singing.
Yeah, we're gonna get flagged.
Understand.
Oh, by the way, who gave us the like earlier? I'm gonna see who that was.
I don't know.
Oh, it was our good friend Diane. Thank you, Diane. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate you. Ready to know what the people know.
Ready to know what the people know.
Ask them questions and give them answers. What's a fire? What's the word burn? When's it my turn? When I love to explore the show.
Oh, God.
I'll be back in a minute.
Take your time, man. Take as long as a commercial break as you want, Austin.
Yeah, right. I'll wait for
Seriously,
the
take
songs to
20, take 5 million.
By the way, I'm not even sorry. I don't care.
I don't think Case cares. Yeah, he doesn't care. There you go. See, we got our lovely Ariel here, who all of our backup singers have done a tremendous job.
Look, if I'm fucking up everything,
I screwed up. I don't.
It happens. It happens. It happens. It happens. There's no such thing as nobody's perfect. But I do want to let you know, for those of you wondering, why are they singing and what just happened in Ryan's studio? Well, I'll tell you what's happening. This is the 35th anniversary watch along of The Little Mermaid, Disney's animated film from 1989 specifically. We are currently at 18 minutes, 35 seconds into the movie. Feel free to keep your copy on physical media or streaming service. Watch the movie along with us from the comfort of your very own home. Chime in the chat. Let us know your favorite memories, your fun facts, maybe even some questions. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like and share this with everyone you know. If you're joining us live for a musical replay. Thank you so much for being with us, and thank you once again to our lovely singer and backup singers here in the studio. Also, thank you to Austin for being the Stetler and Waldorf of these proceedings. So, yeah, we're having a blast here. We hope you who are watching this are having a blast too. And by the way, thank you for everyone who's tuning in live. We've gotten tremendous numbers tonight, so thank you so much. We appreciate all of you thus far.
But again, this is a simple juxtaposition this movie does and establishes between Ariel and Eric, because they both have a similar situation. They're kind of feel trapped in a situation they can't get out of. Eric's trapped in this, royal family situation that he doesn't want a part of. He just wants to be, a sailor. He just wants to be a man of the sea. He just wants to travel around. He doesn't want to. And they reveal a statue of him, and he hates it. Like, he doesn't want anything to do with it.
Because the statue looks terrible, honestly.
Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah, and he doesn't want anything to do with it. Like, he just wants to be like a member of the crew. But again, this is important for later, because what does he do? He knows how to command a ship. He knows how to steer a boat. That's important for later in the remake when they have Earl take the boat. I'm sorry. I know you're trying to do this empowerment thing, but she does not even know what a damn steering wheel is. So stop this nonsense. Eric saves the day because he's a man of the sea and he knows how to command a ship. That's the point. And then they work together to defeat Ariel, or not Ariel, Ursula, excuse me. It's just bugs me. Sorry, I'm off on a tangent about
No, it's all right. I want to give you a fun fact here, because I didn't know this until some years later after I saw the movie for the first time when I was a kid. So I saw the movie as a kid and I really enjoyed it. And then years later, I found out that the voiceover actor of, who was it, Prince Eric, right?
Yes.
Is the same voice actor who plays Peter Parker / Spider-Man in the 1994 Spider-Man the Animated Series from Fox Kids that I grew up watching every single day. So I'm like, dude, Christopher Daniel Barnes is a triple threat. He's done Prince Eric for Little Mermaid, right? He was the voiceover of Spider-Man, one of my favorite animated iteration of Spider-Man, mind you. I love you, Christopher Daniel Barnes. Look forward to meeting you at a convention and having you sign my Spider-Man.
I've met him and Joni Benson. I have an 8x10 of him as animated Spider-Man signed by him.
Thanks. Thanks for rubbing that in my face. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I have an Aerial 8x10 Savage.
That's great. Thank you. Rub that in my face even more. Why don't you?
So let me ask you something, Austin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Someone on the call last week said that she wasn't that nice of a person.
Who?
That would be
Jodi Benson?
Yeah.
Well,
when I met her, she was fine. So I can't speak to other people's experiences. But
I was going to say that was our good friend Martha of MDMC Entertainment. But some celebrities are caught on a bad day. Sometimes they're having a rough weekend. Sometimes things don't go the way that they had planned.
I did not have much time, but I got a picture with her. She smiled very nice for the picture, and she was pleasant for the 30 seconds I had with her. You know what I mean? I can only speak to the 30 seconds. I was
30 seconds
interacting with her. So what are you gonna do? I talked to Christopher Barnes a little bit more because his line was a tad smaller, although it was right next to Benson because they had the double thing. If you wanted to get Eric and Ariel, obviously they put them right next to each other.
Yeah.
But I went over there and got a thing of Spider-Man because I also grew up with that animated series. That's awesome. And rules. And we did a little Spider-Man pose in our picture. It was great.
Ooh, that's awesome. Send me the pics.
I'll try to send it to you.
Dude, text it to everybody. I want to see this.
Yes. Yeah.
But as I was saying about Christopher Daniel Barnes, after Spider-Man, he was Greg Brady in the Brady Bunch movie. Yeah. So he's done it all. He's played a Marvel superhero. He's played a Disney prince, right? And then he goes out and plays one of the Brady children, the older brother, Greg Brady, everybody. Clowns never laughed before. Beanstalks never grew. No one ever loved me.
Oh, now Ryan is singing.
Well, that's because I remember that scene from Brady Bunch movie when he's practicing the song where he's trying to, pick up this girl. And his sister, who was it? Cindy interrupts him accidentally and says, "What is it, Cindy? I'm busy writing a song for Danielle." I'm so sorry. I grew up watching that movie in the 90s too. It happens. Yeah. But yeah, Christopher Daniel Barnes he's got a long list of credentials, man. He's killed it in his career.
Yeah, that's
well
awesome.
done, man.
Yeah. But this is back in the day when we didn't have radar, so we didn't know a hurricane was coming. You just got hit with
Hurricane coming.
Hurricane coming.
Turn down the starboard mast or whatever. Well, I don't know what that guy.
This but I love this animation in the sequence. This is great stuff, like with the fire, the lightning. It's really good. Yeah, it's excellent.
It's pretty gritty too. And by the way, the statue sinks to the ocean floor. So
yes.
Anybody notice that statue just sunk?
Oh yeah, of course
went
it does.
down.
And then Ariel's just gonna admire it under the sea.
Yeah, she's gonna take it with her back to her lady cave and be like, "Oh, Eric, I miss you."
And that will lead to the song Under the Sea.
Oh yes, thank you. Yes. Which we'll get to a little bit later on in these festivities, by the way. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but if I can swing it, probably not, because I got other priorities to care for. But if I were gonna cosplay for Halloween this year, I like to go as the Blue Ranger and his ninjetti form. You know, the Blue Wolf Ranger there, Austin. Yeah.
Oh, the one
Ryan,
that
really,
you've been
you and
sharing about
Power
Philip,
Rangers? I had
right?
no idea.
Yeah, well, I am going to a Power Rangers convention this weekend in the City of Brotherly Love in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, tomorrow morning. So I am very excited, by the way, and there will be pictures and video that I will be sharing on our social media channels. So stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think two of my friends from the app known as Clubhouse are going to be joining me. So that's going to be a lot of fun, too.
That's cool.
See, there's a dichotomy here, people, because
There
in
is.
the remake, Ariel saves him right here. He saves her later. It's a back and forth. It's a give and take. There's a yin and yang. You can't have Ariel do everything in the remake. Eric has to be a strong character in his own ways. He's selfless. He saves the crew right there, and he gets, he gets hurt. She saves him, and then later on they work together, and he saves her from Ursula later. There's a give and take. There's nothing wrong with that. I wish Disney would understand that. There's nothing wrong with having strong female and male characters working together. There's nothing wrong with that.
You remind me of that character in that film that came out not too long ago. What was it? I forget the character's name. I'm so sorry. But in the movie Scream, he's like, geez, you don't know the rules? Man, have an aneurysm, why don't you? There are certain rules that one must abide by.
Yeah, it's Randy.
So you're literally like Randy. Like,
Yeah.
Seriously, you take this so seriously.
These are little things that, like, I don't understand why they get changed. They get changed for literally no reason, like, whatsoever, other than it's just, we have to change things. It's silly.
The biggest issue that none of the Disney remakes have really learned throughout the entire history of all the Disney live action remakes is what you should include and what you should not include. They always seem to go for the very easy, recognizable things that we know from the original movie, which is really cheap. However, pretty much everything that they redo from the original movie that we know just has no heart and feels like it's just fabricated and made for the sake of money. And they then just add stuff that no one gives a fuck about for the sake of runtime, and I don't know why. Because I honestly don't know why these movies need to be so long. Like what you pointed out, the remake is
the Beauty and the Beast remake is long. That movie's long. The Lion King remake is longer. Like, what are we doing? All these movies are under 90 minutes, and they get the job done. You know everything you need to know about every one of these characters. We hit all the plot beats we need to hit. They don't need to be longer.
Sorry. Big musical number. By the way, someone agrees with a lot of things that have been stated, and we got our first few comments of the night. Amanda, our good friend Amanda. By the way, Amanda, it's been ages since we've seen you in these chats. I don't know where you've been. You must have been busy with something called a job, but which is fine. Hey, we all have jobs. We got to pay them bills, girl. It's okay. She says, I agree with what you guys have been saying, and then she also says the Cinderella remake was good. She liked that one.
It was okay. It was
apparently.
I've seen it twice, by the way.
Okay.
I really didn't like the Cinderella remake.
I thought it was okay, but it's nothing special.
Yeah.
I like the Cinderella movie with Brandy.
The only one is the Jungle Book.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't the Brandy one a DCOM? Is that a Disney Channel original movie?
That was, it was a Disney Channel movie.
Yes. It was actually.
It was a DCOM. Hey, movie trivia category, DCOM movies.
Yeah, and then now Brandy and Prince Charming came back to the Disney movie The Rise of Red they have a descendants aspect.
Oh.
So The Rise of Red is with the Queen of Hearts and her daughter, Princess Red.
Oh,
you gotta watch that. That's actually a good movie.
Is it?
Yes.
All right, text me the title again so I can put it on my watch list.
Okie dokie.
Text me. But yes, let's see here. But yeah, Disney Channel original movies. That's a funny, that's a interesting subcategory of movie trivia. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
There have been some interesting movie trivia matches. That category. Oh boy. Man.
But no, and there's little things with Triton that one of the things another one of the little issues, a very little thing, but it's critical to the character that they do in the scene where he eventually here in a few minutes destroys the her area, her statues, and destroys the room and all that. In this movie, you get the idea that he's not necessarily doing it out of anger. It's more of like a disappointed dad. He's a disappointed dad who is also very protective of her because he knows things about the human world that she's oblivious to. And that's the idea. He knows that mermaids have been hunted, they've been killed by humans. He knows all this stuff that she doesn't know. So he's like trying to overly protect her. You don't get that sense in the remake. If you were to watch the remake without this, you don't get that. There's a little beat when after he destroys in this movie, when after he destroys the statue, he puts his hand in his head that he didn't want to do what he had to do, and you get the idea that it was a last resort. It was a heartbreaking thing. They completely omit that from the remake, so you just get a rage thing in the remake, and he becomes off as a complete asshole. Like it's just there's these little things, little touches that this movie does so much better with less time.
All right, if anyone's playing the drinking game at home, take a shot every time Austin or Case go on a tangent about something movie related. Anyway, Amanda goes on to say the Descendants movies from the Disney studio side of things, their movies are amazing according to her. So okay, I think I've only seen, how many Descendants movies have I seen? I think I've only seen one. Aren't there like 60 of them now?
There's 4.
Oh, 4. I thought there were like 60. I'm so sorry.
No.
I got my facts wrong.
Here goes my biggest rant of the movie. You ready? All right, we're in the undersea sequence. Here we go. So in the remake, they have Halle Bailey enthusiastically singing it with Sebastian, which kills the entire point of the song. The point of the song is that Sebastian is trying to get a completely somebody who is completely done with his entire world, who wants something more. And during this sequence, you'll notice she gets slightly amused at first, but she's ignoring it the entire time. She's ignoring it. She's conspiring with Flounder to get the hell out of there. Like she's actively ignoring this pitch. And in the remake, she's enthusiastically singing it with him, which completely negates the character motivation of the point of the movie, that she's done with this world. It is a complete character betrayal, and it's stupid. Just so we can get her to sing the song.
The thing, what they did with the remake is they took all the lines from all the other fish that are singing along with Sebastian and gave them to Halle Bailey.
She's ignoring it right here. She escapes. She's not singing along. She leaves because she doesn't care about this pitch. She doesn't care whatsoever. And the other
it's a great sales pitch, though. But it's a great sales pitch. It's a great sales pitch.
That's not the point of the song. It's not the point of the song.
Yeah, that's the thing. The point of the song is that Sebastian is trying to convince Ariel to stay under the sea with them because it's much better there. And Ariel's like, okay, sure. I suppose you're trying to make a fun little thing for me, but I don't care. I want to be up there.
I've been down here for 16 years. I want to get the hell out of here. That's the point of the movie.
And that's the entire point about the remake. And they sing Under the Sea with her, and she's singing everything along, and it doesn't make any sense story-wise, character-wise, nothing. It's bad. That was when I started checking out the movie. I was like, these new writers really don't get it. They don't get the character, and they don't get what the point.
Somebody's got the nail that goes fins to the floor.
Also, is this exactly like the moment at the end of I Just Can't Wait to Be King and the Lion King when Simba and Nala just get out of there and like,
which coincidentally enough, we did a movie watch along for 30th anniversary of the Lion King earlier this year. You can check that out on the Movie Nerds playlist. That was a lot of fun. And also RIP to the gentleman we lost earlier this week, James Earl Jones, who we missed for many, many different reasons, and for all the characters.
I cried a lot that night. I really
Did you?
That really hurt.
I was bummed too. And yes, one of the producers just passed me a note. Thank you, producers. Appreciate you.
This is in the public comments.
Well, yeah, I don't know why.
Sorry about that. I posted the wrong one.
Why are you telling the world that you're taking a commercial break? What's the matter, you Will? What you talking about, Willis? Anyway, for those of you tuning in and wondering why are these people so angry all the time? Well, I think it's because we're just
mainly Austin.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I just want to catch everybody up to speed here because we have a lot of people who are tuning in just now. We are currently at 33 minutes and 36 seconds into this movie called The Little Mermaid from 1989 specifically. Please queue up your copy on physical media or streaming service.
Good version.
Yes, thank you. We're celebrating the 35th anniversary of this particular movie, so watch the movie along with us. We'd love to hear your thoughts. We've heard a few people's thoughts already. Thank you very much. Do not forget to like and share this, mind you, with all of your closest friends and your friends who live under the sea. And
I can't believe I sang.
yeah, it's okay. It's okay. And you sang beautifully. And the other thing is, if you're watching this live or what is known as
I also can't sing. I don't care. I'm gonna sing along because I'm watching a Disney musical.
It is a movie, by the way.
I was telling Ryan. I was telling the audience that more rants will be back in a minute. I'm not leaving.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
If you're watching this live on the replay, we thank you so much for being with us. And more people are chiming in here. Darth joined his daughter in heaven. Yeah. That's true. That's true. James Earl Jones and also the very beautiful Carrie Fisher are one with the Force, and the Force is with them. That is what's going on here. So yes, very, very true. And we'll be back in 2 weeks' time for the 35th anniversary of Field of Dreams, which we're going to do as an honorary tribute to James Earl Jones that night. So that'll be a lot of fun. Or I mean, it's going to be sad, but at the same time, it is going to be a celebration of life. It's going to be fun. We all intend to have a good time during.
By the way, I will say, out of the entire movie, this scene frightened the shit out of me as when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. I was gonna say one of the Ursula and the shark scene creeped me out as a kid.
But again, as an adult, you understand what Triton did here.
Yeah.
And like, or at least like you may not agree with it, obviously, because you know he does take a step, but he knows he took it a step too far because of again of that disappointed look in himself afterwards that he gives, which again the remake completely like doesn't understand, and they don't get that you know of what he does.
This is a funny, well, not funny, but it's a very respectable comment. Amanda goes on to say, "You should always sing Disney at the top of your lungs."
Well,
wow.
I don't want to do that because that's going to annoy
Thank you,
everyone
Amanda.
here.
I'll remember that.
That's okay. I mean, we thank you for the piece of information / tip there, Amanda. Goodness gracious. And fun fact, if you don't mind me saying this, by the way, if you don't mind me saying this, with all due respect, Amanda's favorite movie of all time, if not her favorite Disney movie of all time, is in fact The Little Mermaid. So, yeah. So there you go.
I love the lighting change in the scene, though.
Yeah.
King Triton gets very. Triton gets very
Wow.
angry here. He gets very angry.
But watch the look though, right here. It's coming up right here. This is what the remake missed, and this is key, is that he sees that and he's kind of like he's just like, I didn't want to do that. Like I didn't want to do that, but I kind of did what I had to do as like a dad. Like there's a little look there, but it's key.
Oh,
it's
I
key.
saw it. I saw it.
Yeah,
It's key.
Yeah,
It's
see,
key.
Gata saw it on the tape.
It's 2 seconds. And again, an 82 movie versus a 215-minute movie, and they couldn't fit that in, but they do it in the 82-minute movie. I will keep coming back to that.
Jeez.
Little things that make all the difference.
By the way, I'm just curious if anyone wants to answer this in the chat or here in the studio. If you're going to sing a Disney song at the top, what's the first Disney song you would like to sing at the top of your lungs if you could?
That's a good question.
That's a very good question.
What
What do you think, Amanda? Let us know in the chat as our panelists are attempting to take a moment to think.
When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large. But now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs. I must be as big as a barge.
Big as a barge.
He's big as a barge.
Actually, I do think that
What was it called again?
early in this movie, I cannot think of the name. Part of Your World.
Oh, Part of Your World. Yeah.
is a good one. I really like Hakuna Matata.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a great one. I love that one.
I Can't Wait to Be King.
Oh, that's even sweeter. Like, I really like that one too.
King is good.
I would say the first thing that came to my mind was, in fact, I just can't wait to be king. I
love villain songs. I think the villain songs are just the most interesting and just the coolest stylistic. Ursula's song coming up is very, very good here. But again, this is great storytelling because she's been kind of playing the strings here, and she knows that Ariel's at her most vulnerable and susceptible to a shady deal here. Yeah, and that's
very shady with flotsam. Jetsam.
Yeah. Well,
By
they
the way,
don't even show in the remake. They don't even show the people, the little seaweed people, the people that have fallen victim to all this. They don't even show that at all in the remake. It's ridiculous because
beyond
And
ridiculous.
that adds to the creepiness of the situation she's getting into, and she's completely oblivious to that. It's the whole thing.
This is gonna sound strange, but one of my favorite parts of this movie came earlier on when she yells at the two henchmen and says "Flotsam," and then they bang their head against the rock. You see what I mean? They bang their head against the rock face.
But
and
there's
like,
even this build-up that they don't do in the remake. Like there's this build-up with her swimming towards the thing and the smoke and the fog and like there's an atmosphere.
It's everything.
It's an atmosphere.
To add on to what you guys are saying, in the remake, they don't even talk; they just swim.
Yeah.
They need to talk because they're the gatekeepers and how they get them to.
Hey, wrong movie. Not the gatekeeper. We don't talk about that. Just kidding. I'm kidding. Amanda says the song that she would sing is "Zero to Hero" from Hercules. So
mine is "Going Distance."
Going the Distance. Yeah, that's another Hercules song. And then she says, obviously, in regards to Part of Your World, she would sing that as well at the top of her lungs if she could. Well done, Amanda.
Also,
well done.
I think if I say a certain song, everyone is going to hate me, but I'm going to say it anyway because I love the movie and I love the song, and it's "Let It Go" from Frozen.
Wow.
I don't care what anyone else says.
That takes guts to admit on national TV.
But you know what? The
Well
nice
done,
thing
man.
about that song, "Let It Go," it resonates because you got to let go of everything that's nonsense. Let go of it all.
It's a really good song, honestly.
By the way, Rhonda is in the building. Rhonda Cap says mine would be "Something There" from Beauty and the Beast.
That is my lady. That's my lady, Rhonda. Hey, Rhonda.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, she's watching.
Oh,
She's
that's your queen there. Okay, all right, cool.
The villain songs.
Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you for being with us. By the way, don't forget to like and share this with all of your closest friends. And no, not just the person who's your closest friend in the studio.
Yes.
See, but
that's
you
why
know
she's
what?
watching, though.
Here,
She likes to
That's
listen to me
why
talk.
she's watching.
Yeah,
I
of
kind
course.
of want to add to something. You see where Fletsum and Jetsum are actually talking and conversing?
Yes.
They don't do that in the live action. I don't
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
And she says that Amanda says it's always acceptable, according to certain things that were said earlier. Wow. Okay. Well, there you go. Well, poor unfortunate souls in pain, in need. This one longing to be thinner. This one wants to be stronger. How do I help them? Yes, indeed. These poor unfortunate souls.
That Carol is so damn good in this part. She's so good.
Yeah,
it's incredible. It's incredible voice acting.
I'm
Her inflection, the tones, the way she switches from like sincerity to sarcasm on a dime, you know, from like genuine to insincere on a dime. Again, she's a businesswoman. She's a sleazy car salesman. She's selling her, you know,
Actually,
like a sleazy deal, but making it seem like it's the greatest thing ever. That's what she's doing here. She's selling Ariel.
I actually kind of saw it as Ursula as the Godfather, and Ariel wants to make a deal.
Maybe, but I just see it as more. It's just she's selling her a lemon, but it looks good on the outside, but there's no engine. You know, like it's one of those things. Now, technically, also, she very clearly lays out the rules of this.
She does,
and she very clearly she does not lie here. She tells the complete truth. That like now she does do everything she can to impede it later, which is why it's a scam, obviously, and how she gets the people to fall for it. And she does everything she can to get their powers. But technically, what she says here is all true. She tells her everything, all the parts of the deal.
But bends the truth a little bit to her.
No, she bends it a little bit, but again, she also manipulates it after the fact to make her to impede everything she can do to not get what she wants, and then not complete her task.
To sabotage it.
Yeah, she's a sabotager for sure. But technically, what she told her is exactly what happens. Though she has 3 days, and that's it. Like she's not lying to her about that.
Right, but she wants to sabotage it.
Yes.
Just a token, really. A little.
You're gonna miss it.
What I want from you is your voice. Look how sniveling and conniving that this villain is. No more talking, no more singing. Zip.
Like,
Well, have your looks, your pretty face.
And don't forget body language. It's great. Oh, it's so
Body.
great.
For a G-rated movie, it's kind of like, okay, there's some innuendos.
She,
and
there's
comedies
another
here.
clip where somebody got her to say that at the table. You can find on
Are you
YouTube.
serious?
It's great. Oh, she still has it.
Dude,
She's
send
great.
us the links, man. Let's see it.
She's amazing.
Get on it.
Body
Let's go.
language. Well, I'm in the middle of a watch along right now,
No,
Ryan. I'll
do it after
later.
we get off this good camera. Do it after we get off set. If she who holds her tongue who gets her man, come on, you poor unfortunate soul. Gosh.
Unfortunate soul.
Man, the
That
visual...
just the way this song escalates, I didn't feel any of that in the remake either. There's no escalation to the song in the remake. It's flat the entire time. There's an escalation to this as she's doing the potions, and it's blowing up, and she's escalating her emotion, and she's pushing her and pushing her and pushing her to get her to sign the dotted line. That's the point. She's selling and selling and selling, selling, selling.
There's also a theme going throughout this movie that every time that the scene gets really intense, there is a yellow light.
Yes, there's an intensity and changing of the atmosphere and a changing of the visuals. Like that's important. And she looks more like a witch here as she's now doing the thing. Like it's great.
Yes.
Maximus Laryngitis. La Voce to me. Oh, gosh.
So good.
That was creepy. That was creepy. It's the hand thing was creepy.
Now,
She looks like Judge Doom there with the eyes too.
Judge Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Speaking of which, was that 84 or 88? I can't remember.
88.
Thank you. Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Do you remember that movie, Gata? Do you remember that
Yes,
one?
I do.
Okay.
I actually watched it a couple weeks ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it, or was it too creepy for you?
Amazing movie. It's an
No, I
incredible movie.
enjoyed it.
Okay. Have the kids
But-
seen it?
No.
Munchkins
One of the
haven't seen
great
it.
villain laughs.
You know the guy who was
Yes.
Back from the Future?
Mhm.
This
He's in
sequence
it.
is
He
so
was the
good.
villain.
I can't get over this.
This sequence is awesome. The sequence rules.
Man, she loses her voice, gets the. By the way, this is why I love Sebastian so much, because when no one gets it, he points out the obvious,
Yeah.
which is about to come up here between
Oh,
the
you
interactions
have your
between
man.
Sebastian and Scuttle and Flounder, I should say.
Well,
Excuse me.
and I also didn't, as a kid, I didn't get the fact that I just thought she was stuck because she didn't have her flippers anymore. But you also, as an adult, realize it's because she can't breathe underwater anymore. Got to get her to the surface.
Right.
So you
that's
forget about that.
right.
You forget about that. So you got to get to the
That's
surface
right.
really quick, instantaneously. She's way underwater.
Yeah.
It would have sucked that she was so far down that she instantaneously combusted because of implosion, like the damn.
Oh well,
submarine.
there's
Yeah, that was
there's that.
Okay, we're not gonna think about physics here.
Physics. Physics. What do you think this is? An episode of Big Bang Theory? Get out of here. Anyway, for those of you tuning in, we are 46 minutes and 22 seconds into this lovely film called The Little Mermaid of 1989.
Oh, they cut out the freaking Chef LeFou scene, the chef scene.
Oh yeah,
Why would
they
you
did.
cut
Oh,
that
the
out?
chef
They
scene,
did.
yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that was hilarious.
Which is one of the greatest scenes in this movie. It's hilarious.
Which
It's
also is a
awesome.
precursor to Be Our Guest in Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
Ooh, which, by the
Uh-huh.
way, in less than 2 years, going to be doing a watch along for Beauty and the Beast. So,
Actually,
La
yeah,
Poisson.
it
yeah,
was
because
so
it came out in
crazy.
91, remember?
Yep.
You need to make sure you let me know on that one. Beauty
Oh,
and the Beast
so I
was
have to
my
run
jam.
everything by you now? Is that it? I have to run everything by you in
it's
case?
Specific ones, okay?
So you in
Beauty and
case
the
can
Beast
show up to my
is up
studio
there.
at every single turning point?
No, it's
Okay.
up there. Just
Okay,
Beauty and the
Gata, what
Beast.
you need to do is you need to look at movies that came out either 5, 10, 15, and etc. And then let Ryan know if there are any movies that you want to see.
That's true.
Beauty and the Beast is definitely one of them.
Well, that's in my top 5.
That's
so that has to
91.
happen.
You gotta wait another. That's 91. You gotta wait another
2
year.
years.
for
Yeah,
that.
you gotta wait
Not
another
even
2
half.
years. But
Well,
we'll get
obviously,
there.
you're doing the original Back to the Future, unless you already did.
Well,
it
yeah,
years
no.
ago.
We're doing that next year. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
next
Well,
year.
what's the other? We're doing both. We're doing
Yeah,
Back to the Future 1 and 3.
1 and 3.
Yeah, 1 and 3.
Yes.
We're doing both of them. So yeah,
Yeah.
We'll be here for
I'm
that.
a giant Western fan, so I'd be happy to point out all the Western tropes and cliches and character actors in that movie when we get there, and all the different character actors who are in other Westerns.
Yeah, but
in that movie.
did you want to be on the first one or just the third one?
If you need me, but I imagine the demand for that one's going to be quite high.
For the first one, yeah, you bet your
Yeah.
bottom dollar it will be.
I'm just saying I could throw in for the third one because I'm a big fan of the third
Yeah,
one.
well,
actually.
I love the
Westerns.
third one. So
I'm a Westerns guy, so
yeah,
Nice.
I'm with you on that, bro. But it's on the list. It's on the list. Trust me, both movies. Yeah.
I can do my Pat Buttram impression. Everywhere, we'll say Clint Eastwood is the biggest yellow belly in the West.
Goodness gracious, you people are so full of great lines. Amanda goes on to say the great Howard Ashman passed away just before Beauty and the Beast was released in 1991, and he always worked on this movie. Wow.
You know what's crazy? Speaking of
amazing.
Beauty and the Beast.
Thank you, Amanda.
It came out November 22nd, 91. So that would be the week of Thanksgiving.
Yes,
So
which means we have more reasons to be thankful for.
Exactly.
You know, which obviously we'll probably do it the week before the holiday weekend because we want to make sure people have time to spend with their families and friends, etc. So, Gata, we'll pencil in for somewhere in November of 2026. We'll pencil that in.
Sounds good.
It's so long away, but we'll get there.
Oh yeah.
By the way, Amanda, what does Amanda have to be sorry for? Why are you sorry? Why are you sorry? I don't understand why you're sorry. You have nothing to be ashamed of. If you want to share with us fun facts, stuff about this movie, stuff about other Disney movies that were being made at this time or whatever it was, please, by all means, feel free to share it with us in the comments. And this goes for anybody who's watching or listening to this. Don't forget to like and share this. And if you're joining us live on a replay, we thank you for putting up with all the Stettler and Waldorf peanut gallery tangents. And also, we're about 49 minutes and 42 seconds into the movie, just so you're aware. So cue up your copy now and watch it with us.
She's got no legs, you idiot. She's got legs. She's got legs.
That sounds like that. What was that song that we heard a couple years ago? Austin, ZZ Top. She's got legs.
Yeah, that's what Stacy Keibler used to come out to.
Yeah, Stacy Keibler, a Marylander, by the way. Gata, she's a Marylander.
Goodness.
Oh yeah.
This is, by the way, the voice of this lady is Edie McClurg, by the way, from like Ferris Bueller and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Wait, that was Grace.
Yeah,
That's Grace?
That's her right there. Yeah.
That's Grace. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. You know what? All the people in school, they think he's a righteous dude. Yeah. I've seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off one too many times. Probably no, I haven't seen it a whole lot.
But that's that's Edie McClurg, kind of the head maid lady right there.
I've seen it 2 or 3 times. Let's see. I said always instead of also. Oh, okay.
He always worked on this movie. Also worked on this movie.
Oh, I see what you meant. Okay, thank you, Amanda. No problems. No problems. People make mistakes all the time.
All right, this is a fantastic slapstick sequence. Les Poissons sequence. This sequence rules.
This is gross.
So good.
I don't want to look at this seafood. This is gross.
Wait, no, it's a bit later, I think.
It's in a minute. It's right after this.
Is it before or after that? Never mind.
Well, I mean, they have a little conversation, and then they go back for him to make it.
Find that girl, and I'm gonna marry.
By the way, the chef is voiced by Odo from Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Oh, that's so funny. Look at that. Okay, what do we think of this dress? What do we think of the dress?
Yeah.
Do we like the dress? Do we like this dress? Honest to God, let's be honest here.
She's got that puffy thing going on. I was never a big fan of the puffy.
Now, Gata, do you think Ariel made the right decision in saying yes to the dress?
No.
God, Ryan.
No. What? Listen, hey, it's a popular catchphrase in pop culture. I'm just saying.
No, that's also say yes to the dress when people are getting married.
Yes,
Also,
I'm
an event
aware of it
planner.
because I've seen my fair share of reality television.
And it's terrible. My girlfriend watches it all the time.
Are you serious? You watch this all the
No.
time? Now,
I'm
does
just
she make you watch it with her, or do you just leave the room?
No. Look, I was just joking.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. If you watch Say Yes to the Dress, hey, more power to you. I personally do not watch it. I've just
No,
seen
look,
clips.
Ryan. You know the thing. My girlfriend watches Lord of the Rings with me. This is what you were talking about on Meeting of Fandom last week.
Yes, the extended cuts, by the way.
Exactly.
Extended cuts. That means it's 12 hours and change. Oh, by the way, I replied to your comments. So thank you.
It's great.
Le Poisson.
Le Poisson.
And Gabe is thinking to herself, this is something I'm never going to have for dinner now.
Some say heads that I put as the bones.
See, these scenes are just gross to me. These are just gross.
That's awesome. Oh, come on. You never want to know how your food is made, right?
No, I don't. I don't.
You just want the finished product.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't want to see how the food is made.
Seven of fries loves the little fishes, don't you?
Yeah. You know, honestly,
anyone else here be our guest in this one?
Yeah, no, it's very similar.
Yeah, but I still prefer Be Our Guest to this.
Oh yeah.
I just think this sequence is funny. This is very like Looney Tunes.
It's
as far as
slapstick.
where it goes.
It makes the good sandwich. Hey, good. I missed one.
I missed one.
Sacre bleu, what is this? How on earth could I miss?
Sweet little succulent crab.
This is actually hilarious where they're waterboarding Sebastian.
Oh God, yeah. Ugh.
It's so gross. So gross.
Don't look so dead.
She's so dead.
Wow.
I seriously do not like that. I'm being perfectly honest. I do not like any of these scenes with the chef.
I love this chef scene, dude. This is
It's hilarious.
It's really funny. Like, this is total. Just like it turns into a whole like Roadrunner Coyote situation. Where she's
true.
I agree.
Which, by the way, I haven't seen a Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote cartoon in ages.
They hold up, man. God. I showed it to my niece Scarlett, and she was mesmerized. Man, those things hold up. They're great.
Oh, really?
They're very funny. Yeah.
Oh
maybe I should go back online and watch a few cartoons there, Austin.
Yes. There's compilations.
Cartoon that I can never get enough of is Tom and Jerry.
Oh, Tom and Jerry, you like that one?
I mentioned that just a second ago. Yeah.
Oh, Tom and Jerry. Are you a Tom and Jerry fan, Gata? You like Tom and Jerry? Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
It's like a cat and mouse game.
It literally,
the cat always loses.
Yeah, he does. Tom and Jerry, yeah, that's true.
Here we go.
What are you doing?
Jingle hopper.
But I was just, I'm sorry, madame. I was trying to put together the dinner. Eric, perhaps your young guest might enjoy seeing some of the sets of the kingdom. Something in the way of a tour. I'm sorry, Grim. What were you saying? You can't spend all your time moping about. You need to get out more. Do something. Have a life. Shh. Get your mind.
I gotta get out on the town with MJ over here. You know.
Jeez.
With MJ, he's Spider-Man.
Oh, that's right. Because Ariel's a redhead, and MJ just happens to be a redhead. Which
MJ and Peter Parker.
Which we all remember from the cartoons and the movie. So yeah, that happens.
Oh my goodness.
I think Gata's having too much fun back in her studio.
Aren't you?
I mean, yeah, I am. The only question is, are the kids cooperating by not interrupting their mommy?
God, hey, does anybody remember in the remake when they go out on the town and they spend like half an hour in the market, and it takes way too damn long to get to the Kiss the Girl sequence?
Also, in the meantime, they have like 2 or 3 songs going.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, they do?
There was another song in the remake. There was another song like Around the Castle right here. That Eric had a song. They added a market song. They added a. God, there was one more song they added. It was the Scuttlebutt song, which is one of the worst crimes against humanity. Lower than last. Yeah. Just so long of a sequence.
You got to bat your eyes. You got to pucker up your lips.
And you know what the thing is? Like, I've seen people like the Scuttlebutt song, and I'm like, if it works for you, that's fine. I think it's one of the worst things in the history, if anything, ever.
Yes,
wow. Talk about being blunt.
I really hate
terrible. It's really bad. It's a crime. Yeah, it's bad.
It's a crime against humanity and all of Disney. Thank you.
Hey, but you know what the remake can't do that old school animation like this can do is, again, the emoting of the animals, which, again, a prime example is the Lion King remake. You can't have cartoons making big eyes and big smiles. Like, he was just doing the thing where he's like, you got to bat your eyes and pucker your lips. You can't do that when you make it quote unquote realistic looking animals. The realistic animals can't do that. They can't do that. Yeah, you can't have sequences like I Just Can't Wait to Be King where they're making pyramids, with each other, and like because they're trying to act like realistic animals and flying all over the place. Like, you can't do that, which is why that style doesn't work, which is why this is superior. I'm starting
to get a weird, strange idea for everyone in the studio, and probably the person who's watching and listening to this in the comfort of their own home right now. Maybe on this channel, somebody else's channel, somewhere down the line on the interwebs, maybe we could do a show called Tangent Central, and then we could just do like a bunch of people coming in the studio, like 3 or 4 or 5 people a week or a month, whatever it is, and they could just go off on tangents about some of the things they don't like about certain films or certain pieces of film.
You can subtitle the first one "Tangents on Disney live action remakes." Austin and I will be on, and we'll roast every single one of them.
Sure.
With the exception of the Jungle Book.
Yes, I like the.
Like that's the only one that I like.
I like the Jungle Book by Jon Favreau. I think it's a well-made film. I mean, I have it on Blu-ray and DVD for Pete's sake. So, yeah, I like that movie. That's the only remake I remotely like. Everything else I could care less. Oh, it was the Jungle Book.
I had to step away because I thought it was a fly on the wall. Turned out it was a spider, and bye-bye spider.
Well, let's just hope it wasn't a radioactive one that could have given you superpowers.
No, it wasn't. It was a wolf spider.
Okay, all right. Because I was gonna say, if it's a radioactive spider, you should let it bite you like right here.
No, you should keep those around. They'll eat all the little bugs in the house. Keep them around.
No.
Well, so Eric is terrified, and Ariel's just
and Gata's like, no, we're not gonna let the spiders live. It's not happening. We're painting the house, man. We're painting the house.
Here we go.
Which, by the way, you what was the color you're going for again?
We're going with it's a light gray. They call drizzle.
There you go.
And then the baseboards are going to be white. We tried out the black colored paint, but it looks too close to the dark gray carpet we have. No. So it's not going to make any sense. But we have a vibrant white. It's going to make the light gray pop.
Oh, boy.
There you go. Wonderful.
Also, this right here, what Scotto is doing, is still better than anything Awkwafina did in the remake.
Wow, 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 wow.
Oh my god.
Jeez, man, I'm surrounded by amateurs. Oh, here we go. Here we go. You want something done? You've got to do it yourself. This is my favorite part right here. First, we got to create the mood. Percussion. Strings. Winds. Words.
Hopeless child.
There you see her. Come on now. Singing across.
But again, what the remake misses is that he was an orchestra conductor. And what's he doing in the scene? He's conducting the animals around him, which they omitted from the remake. So it makes no sense if you watch it without context of that.
You wanna kiss the girl. Did you hear something?
And
yes, you want her. Come on, Gata, sing along with me. Look at her, you know you do. Possible she wants you to. There is only one way to ask her. It don't take a word, not a single word. Go on and kiss the girl. Sing with me now.
And now there's a
commercial break. My oh my, look at the boy too shy. He ain't gonna kiss the girl. And inside of the shame, too bad he gonna miss the girl. You know, I feel really bad not knowing your name. Maybe I could guess. Is it Mildred?
No.
Okay. No. How about Diana? Rachel?
Ariel?
Ariel.
Ariel. Yeah.
Ariel? That's kind of pretty. Okay, Ariel. That's kind of pretty. Dude, that is a gorgeous name for a woman, I'm telling you. Now's your moment, floating in the blue lagoon. Boy, you better do it soon. No time will be better. And she don't say a word, and she won't say a word until you kiss the girl.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, Gata. You know you want to sing this. Don't be scared, you got the move prepared. Go on and kiss the girl. Sha-la-la-la-la-la. Don't stop now. Don't try to hide it. How you wanna kiss the girl. Wow, wow.
Oh, gosh. He just tries to insert himself into the song all the time. It's like,
look at those eyes of Ariel. Her eyes are like, do it, man. Do it. Kiss me. Make out with me now.
It's the Doomy eyes.
Yeah. It's a big googly
eyes.
eyes.
No, guys. She didn't consent verbally. So, that means he's doing something wrong here, which is why they changed it in the remake. Go screw Disney.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, that's nonsense.
Hey, who tipped over the boat? That would be Flotsam, Jetsam.
Flotsam and Jetsam. That's right.
I want you to keep the urge close eye on this pretty little daughter of his. That little tramp. See, that's another thing that you not hear often in a G-rated movie. Well, at this rate, you'll be kissing her by sunset for sure. Ursula took matters in her own tentacles. By the way, I'm so jealous of the fact that our panelist, Austin here, met the voice actors of Ursula some years before she died.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I'm like
she's
incredibly
amazing.
jello of you right now.
No, you can go online, look up Spooky Empire Pat Carroll. They have her whole Q&A on there. They have the Haunted Mansion thing on there. All the stuff they filmed with her. It's great.
All right.
By the way, quick trivia fact: people didn't know, Jodi Benson does Ariel. Also, briefly does the voice of the human Ursula. You know,
Oh,
the
yeah.
goth,
Really?
you know, goth.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
because
really?
how
that's
would
the thing,
you
that's the
not
same
know
thing,
the
boys.
Because she's got the voice. Because again, I didn't get that as a kid, but she's got Ariel's voice, so it's basically the same voice. She's just kind of
Wow.
twisting it a little bit. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh my
Look-
god!
Look at her combing her hair. Look at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scuttle,
With the
Scuttle
dingle
did a
hopper,
better
right?
job in this one than in the remake.
Yeah.
What's that?
Scuttle did a better job in this one than the remake.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
Scuttle, they made it a woman's voiceover.
Yeah, it's Aquafina. Yeah, she's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because Aquafina has the voice of a 50-year-old smoking lady. Yeah, it's
Oh,
really
God.
bad. Yeah.
Create the mood.
Create the mood. See, this is why Sebastian is my best wingman. He just is.
Wins.
And now
Yeah.
she's using her magical necklace to seduce this guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's called
most good-
seduction. Seduction. And by the way, do you remember the words that were mentioned in that episode? The timeless art of seduction. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Seinfeld, we're looking at you in that episode, man. Right, as if you two don't know, huh? The whole town's buzzing about it, about the prince getting himself hitched.
Yeah, so let's sing a terrible song about it. Oh wait. No, I'm glad this movie doesn't do
He's getting
that.
married, you silly sidewalker. I just wanted to wish you luck. I'll catch you later. I wouldn't miss it. That's basically Gata's way of saying I wouldn't miss any of your Disney movie watch-alongs for the world because I'm going to be on every single one of them.
Not all.
Well, I mean, you're pretty close. You've been to some already, and I wouldn't be surprised if you show up for a few more before the year is out or during the new year.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, you're going to make time. It'll happen. It'll happen. Just when we get the schedule put together, we piece it all together, and then I either put you to the Google, what do you call it? The Google Sheet
Google
or
Docs, yeah.
the Google Docs, the Excel spreadsheet, or I text you and be like, hey, we're doing one of your favorite Tough Fud movies this weekend. You want to join us? Heck yeah. I don't care if my kids have a soccer game. I'm going to be doing this watch along with you.
Oh, God.
I'm just kidding. Family comes first, with all due respect.
I love that they have a wedding ship. Who has a wedding ship?
Rich people.
Yeah, really rich people.
Really rich.
He's like the wedding ship departs at sunset. I'm like, what? They have their own like old school wedding yacht. Is that what that is?
Do you think they have wedding yachts in Florida? Maybe.
I'm sure there are weddings on yachts. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there has been.
Florida,
but yeah, I just love that they have a wedding ship.
Yeah,
Well.
Right?
But it's funny. I always get to this part of the movie, and I'm like, "Oh wow, we're like 10 minutes from the ending. This is insane! Like this movie flies. Like this movie
it does.
flies by."
And the ending always seems very quick when I get to this point where it's like, oh, we only have like 10 minutes left, but it does a lot in those 10 minutes.
No, I mean, and it's a little more than that. I mean, it's like 15, but yeah, it flies by. But yeah, they cram a lot into it, but it not in a bad way. It's just, again, it's efficient. It's efficient storytelling. You move it along. It's good stuff.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
There's that too. Before we get to the wedding here between an imposter pretending to be Ariel, her name is Ariel.
Things are working out.
And all this other stuff. This is the 35th anniversary watch along of Disney's The Little Mermaid from '89. Currently at 1 hour, 6 minutes, and 50 seconds into this movie. So queue up your copy on physical media or a streaming service specifically. Watch the movie along with us. Share your comments, your favorite memories, your fun facts, your questions, any of all that stuff in the comments below. And do not forget to like and share this with every single one of your friends who live below and under the, above and under the sea. And if you're watching this live or on the replay, we thank you so much for being here. So there you go. This is a nice dress that Ariel's wearing. This one's nice.
It is.
That's just, yeah.
It's a
Nice and
classy
simple.
dress.
Yeah, nice and simple. Different shades of blue, a little bit of black there, and Princess marrying the sea witch in disguise. Are you sure about this? Have I ever been wrong? I mean, when it's important. Well, what are we gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Before the sun sets on the third day, you gotta make him fall in love with you and kiss you on the lips.
Mm-hmm.
And
by the way, on at first light at the 5th day, At dawn, look to the east. For Lord of the Rings fans.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, where is this coming from with you? Oh, but yeah, it's Middle Earth. Middle Earth stands upon the brink of destruction. You will unite,
You know
or
what?
you will fall.
You know what this scene reminds me of? Him looking
what?
up to the window. Romeo and Juliet.
Which version? There's like 50 of them.
All of them.
All of them? Okay, because I was gonna the one that came to my mind was the modern take on it with Baz Luhrmann and Leo DiCaprio and Claire Danes.
Yeah.
Did anyone ever
but,
see that, by the way?
He stared
did
up
not.
into the window.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the modern version of Romeo and Juliet with Leo DiCaprio and Claire Danes from the 90s. It was good. Wasn't
So dogs can sense evil.
That's right. That's right. Which we talked earlier about
in
this season of Movie Watchalong with Ace Ventura.
That's right. That's right. Because the dog can sense Ursula around.
So animals can sense. Who let Dr. Doolittle in?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. He came with Ms. Robinson. Forget it. She's right. Besides, when someone looking over all the mistakes I was making. Sorry, grew up on that movie. It happens. Oh, Scuttle's going right after her.
Yeah.
He is going right after her. Look at this.
Oh, you know what this reminds me of, Ryan?
What?
Let my armies be the rocks and the trees and the birds in the sky.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
That's right. Which we also did on a watch along. Yes.
Which, by the way, those Indiana
It's
Jones...
amazing how many parallels cases we can do with different watch alongs at any given time and make reference to.
Yeah.
and then how many for.
Yeah, and Last Crusade is one of my all-time favorite movies, so it makes sense.
Oh,
and also in this movie case, it's our third case of the pen is mightier than the sword because the signature on the thing is the key to the contract. So the pen is also, just like in Last Crusade and Batman, the pen is mightier than the sword in this movie as well.
Henry, the pen is mightier than the sword.
Yeah.
And Gate is wondering, why did I sign up?
He's got the trident. He tries to destroy the contract, but no, the signature with the pen. See, it's binding. Contracts.
You know, you know what, Austin? Contracts are like hearts. They're made to be broken. Name the movie, Austin. Which one is it?
That one?
Yeah, that one right there. Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Oh, it was Michael Keaton's The Founder.
Oh, I mean, I've seen it, just not in a while.
Okay, well, it's Michael Keaton's The Founder. Feel free.
Yeah,
to
no,
it's a good biopic too.
Yeah,
it's a really good biopic.
So long, little boy.
Poor little princess. Not you I'm after. I have much bigger fish.
Of course, they went with a bigger fish to fry reference.
I mean, Chris Walken said it in the Christmas movie Batman Returns. As for you, I got bigger fish to fry. So pointless.
Contract is binding.
You see, the contract's legal, binding, and completely unbreakable. Even for you, of course. I always was a girl with an eye for a bargain. Daughter of the great sea king, a very precious commodity.
See, she's a businesswoman. She's willing to make a trade.
You're right. It's
make an amendment to the contract, you know?
And Ursula is yet another example of a Disney villain who gets what she wants.
Yeah.
Like her evil plan is actually accomplished.
Yeah, she gets it. She just, doesn't get very far afterwards. But yeah.
She just underestimated like Eric's.
But yeah, she succeeded in her mission. She technically did. Yeah.
Yeah, and so did Hades in Hercules.
Yeah. Hercules. I'm sorry. That's another movie from another property with another actor. Never mind. But that's, a lot of people make that reference sometimes.
And just like Scar in The Lion King.
Yeah.
Which, that's another good villain song, by the way. Be Prepared. Even though it wasn't sung by Jeremy Irons, it was performed by Jim Cummings.
No. Be Prepared is sung by two actors at the same time, and you don't hear a difference between the two because it's both Jeremy Irons and Jim Cummings.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, they both do a good job regardless.
But yeah, Be Prepared is also a phenomenal villain song.
That is a great song, though.
It is.
But you see how everybody comes together and works together to defeat Ursula in this scene? Because we can all work together and all be strong characters, and it doesn't have to just be Ariel doing everything. You see? There's a way you can do this.
Oopsies. My poor little poopsies.
I love his banter. It's so funny.
Yeah, like I said, we got Settler and Waldorf up there in the peanut
No,
gallery.
it's just it bugs me because again, like Ariel saved him earlier, so now it's his turn to save her, like essentially, but they work together here because she's kind of the distraction, and then he gets the boat, like, and then Flounder and Sebastian were helping out. They distracted Flotsam and Jetsam, that gets them zapped. Like everybody kind of pitches in here. It does
look at the size.
Oh
of
man,
thing.
it's great. This is
Got
great.
the chatter read too.
This is so
yeah.
good.
Release the Kraken.
She turned into
Yeah,
Cthulhu.
dude, Case, that is a total.
No, she turned into Cthulhu. That's great.
Well, yeah, but you can also make the argument: release the Kraken from our good friend Liam Neeson from Clash of the Titans.
Giant sea monster.
Damn, he
So,
got
you know,
tossed.
I'm just saying. I'm one of the few people who actually enjoys the Clash of the Titans remake with Liam Neeson.
I like both those movies.
I can turn my brain off and just enjoy that movie, really.
I mean, it's the same way that people enjoy Transformers or Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Turn off your brain and be along for the ride.
Wait, no, we got to wait another 3 years before we do an anniversary for the first Michael Bay movie. Doggone it. I like that movie.
Which one?
The first one, the first Michael Bay Transformers, the first from 07, 07.
Yeah, so 2027, 20-year anniversary.
Which is, 20 years, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So in 3 years' time.
Hey, speaking of Jaws the Revenge, she dies the same way that Jaws does in Jaws the Revenge.
Whoa, really?
In Jaws the Revenge, Ellen Brody rams the front of the boat into Jaws while he's standing on
nice.
it.
That's even sweeter.
It's the same thing too. So it's another parallel to Jaws the Revenge.
Oh, so the Little Mermaid is just a cheap ripoff of Jaws the Revenge.
Yeah, essentially, that's what I'm saying. Yes, yes, yeah, basically.
Ooh,
and
man, did he get her right through the chest?
Yeah, right in the gut.
Oh my gosh, got it right in the gut. That's what that was.
By the way, that's the Kraken right there.
You know what? Now you're making me.
That's like the second Pirates of the Caribbean movie when the Kraken takes down the ship at the end of the movie. Yeah, it's very
wait a minute, no, there were no sequels. What are you talking about?
Ryan, I don't care what you say. The first 3 Pirates of the Caribbean movies are amazing.
I don't remember any sequels.
World's End are great. I
like Dead Man's Chest a lot, actually. It's good stuff.
Wow.
And at World's End.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, to me, there are no sequels, but whatever.
4 and 5 you can get.
Yeah, 4 and 5 we can throw in a trash can somewhere, but you know.
And don't in the remake, don't like him and Eric, Triton and Eric have like a full-on conversation at the end. Am I misremembering that?
I don't
Like they
know.
literally like have like a back and forth dialogue. See, in this movie, what it gets right is there's no back and forth like long conversation. They just have a look and a nod of like an understanding of like, okay, you're one of the good humans, like you're cool, like you're all right, and like, and he'll be like, yeah, no, thank you for like letting me get with your daughter. Essentially, it's like, and yeah, there's like an understanding there, but they don't have to have a bunch of dialogue. It's just a wink and a nod, like a smile and nod, like we got an understanding. We're good.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
No, I mean literally.
Ooh, I remember that
if I remember
one.
right, they have this extended sequence where they yap and like back and forth to each other. And they have to explain everything.
This is all you need right here.
Yes, all this stuff is all you need. You don't need these long conversations.
Just a look between the two.
Yes,
and that's it.
He just looks at her. The look he gives her is like, "I'm going to give you what you want because you're my daughter, and I want you to be happy." And he didn't have to say it. He didn't have to say it with any dialogue. It's just a look. Face acting.
Look. It's called the look.
Yes.
The look. That's all it is.
And again, there's another one coming up here when Triton lifts himself up and he looks at Eric, and they just have a quick little look at each other and a little nod, like a little understanding, and they're good.
The sisters.
Yeah, the 6 sisters who had absolutely nothing to do with the movie.
That's fine. They're not important.
They were just there in the beginning, but during the cartoon.
By the way, the 6 sisters are just there so that in the remake they can make all of them a different ethnicity.
Oh, the chef
no
is
good
back.
reason.
The chef is back. He's going after Sebastian.
Yeah.
He's got a big knife, though. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Do this. Just ching, cut it out, and then boom, gets hit in the face.
Boom. Oh.
And he loses all his teeth, too.
You made me ink.
Yes.
Remember Finding Nemo?
You made me ink. Yeah.
See, but look, watch this. There's zero dialogue here at all. It's just physical. It's just physical acting. The embrace, like just the quick "I love you." That's it. And then he looks over to Eric. There's an understanding. hey, we're cool, and he gives them like, yeah, we're cool, like, because he didn't like humans, remember? So like, you didn't need anything else. That's all you needed. We're good. We understand everything we need to know. Yeah, I'm sorry, but this means something to me, and like they don't understand. These modern writers do not understand subtlety. This is subtlety.
No.
This is how you do it.
Subtlety.
So,
I think that's one of the key words of
Subtlety
this
is key.
broadcast is subtlety.
By the way, just to make matters even worse, we are at an hour and 18 minutes. That's almost an hour shorter than the live action.
And it's done. We told a complete story with complete characters, complete story arcs. We got everything we need to know, and we're done. We're in and out. We're finished. No
and
problem.
then they have like silent moments.
Yes.
It's just instrumental, and that's what I love about these cartoons.
Right.
Where the remake, they have to talk through every single
You
scene.
have to explain everything, and it's like you don't have to explain every little thing. There's subtlety, there's inference, there's things you can get just from character, characteristics of the people involved. Like you don't need to explain every single little thing. They feel like they have to exposition every single little goofy thing in these remakes. I hate it.
Facts.
These movies are too damn long.
and here's a perfect movie. It's called Silent Night. The guy loses his vocal cords. It's an action-packed movie, and there's barely any talking. It's like what my husband calls it is like Charlie Chaplin, but in the new day and age. But instead of having Jason Statham, there's another character, but it's all action, no talking. I didn't really like it that much, but the fact that there was no talking whatsoever the entire movie. It was just literally silent and action-packed galore. So you guys should look it up.
No, I saw it in theaters.
Oh, you did?
It was fine. It was
fine. Well, on that positive note, or maybe not so positive note, good God. Ladies and gentlemen, for your own sanity, for your friend's sanity, for your daughter's sanity, and for everyone else in the studio audience, we want to take this opportunity to say thank you for being with us. We have reached the what are known as the end credit sequences to the great film known as 1989's The Little Mermaid. So, Case, final thoughts, scale of 1 to 10. What are you giving this movie?
This is a movie that, to me, will always hold up. I really adore this movie for a lot of reasons that, I mentioned throughout the movie and also before we started. I really adore it. I think it's not one of my absolute favorite Disney movies, but it's definitely in my top 10 Disney animated movies. And I give it a 9 out of 10.
Excellent. You are definitely not a poor, unfortunate soul. You're a very rich, fortunate one. So there you go. Flip side of the coin, though, to our own Ariel. Her name is Ariel. Gata, I got to ask you, because you were very anxious. You were very excited to be on this broadcast and be on this show. So I got to ask you, final thoughts on this movie, and on a scale of 1 to 10, what are you going to give 1989's The Little Mermaid?
I would say, in my books, it's a 10 out of 10 because everything that it covered, Austin and Case basically summed it up, as well as myself. Yes, her dad is overprotective. Yes, her dad just was very strict. However, he was pretty much looking out for her best interest. But then near the end, my final thoughts was everybody came together in a loving manner and understanding the love that she has for this prince, which was completely A to Z. It was fantastic. It's an old classic. You can never go wrong.
Well, that's very, very, very well put, well said. We thank you for sharing that with us, and also to Case for sharing his thoughts with us. Austin316 says, just curious, Austin, final thoughts on this movie, and on a scale of 1 to 10, what are you going to give this one?
Oh, it's a perfect film. I love this one. It's like a 10 out of 10. I've always loved this movie. I think, again, it's incredibly efficient in its storytelling and what it does, as were most of these 90s Renaissance movies. They get the job done in under 90 minutes. Again, and what that means is not that they rush through the movie, but there's no scene wasted. There's not a piece of dialogue wasted. There's not a movement wasted. Every single character is used efficiently and plays their role perfectly. Every song not only is catchy and fun, but also develops the character characters and develops the story so that you're getting exposition, but you're getting it in a fun way. There's little things that they do in this movie, again, that some of these live action movies don't do, with that subtlety, with the animation, the way the characters move, the way they act, the lighting decisions, like me and Case talked about, the way the lighting changes for certain sequences to set moods, to set tones, to create, a sense of what's going on and set up an atmosphere is fantastic. But yeah, Pat Carroll is one of my favorite Disney villains still, with her Ursula performance is outstanding here, and I will stand by that. Jodi Benson is great. She's got a hell of a voice on her, but this movie works. It gets everything you need to get done in under 90 minutes. Family movies should be exactly that. They should be rewatchable. They should be efficient, but also entertaining for adults and kids. So it's a perfect film. I've always enjoyed it.
Wow, strong feelings about this one. So for me, once again, I grew up on this thing. I loved it since day one. I still enjoy this movie. I think it's a lot of fun. It's just fun. It's just a fun movie that's got really great supporting characters. Sebastian's the best wingman we've ever seen in cinematic history, next to Trent from the comedy film known as Swingers with Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau. Great movie from 1996. If you have not seen it, please go and visit that, because that's all about being a wingman and supporting your friends when they're down. So it's a good movie, not just for men, but I think women would get something out of it too. So feel free to check out the movie Swingers, and no, it's not what you think. There's more to it than that. And also, The Little Mermaid is a great Disney film within itself. And yeah, great movie. I'm going to give it a, for this one, man, this is tough because this movie is so good. For me, I'm going to go with a 9 out of 10. I really like it. I still enjoy it. I will definitely, it's one of the more rewatchable, I think, Disney classics, if I may say so. And Sebastian is my dude. He's my man. If anyone's got a Sebastian t-shirt out there that's got some lines on it, written on it, whatever it is, send those links my way. I want to wear some Sebastian shirts, support my favorite wingman and all that kind of jazz. And I know I just sounded weird saying that, but I don't care because I'm a fan of this movie, just like everyone in the studio. So good stuff. If you've never seen it before, if your kids haven't seen it yet, great movie for the family, great movie for the kids. There's a few little, maybe a few life lessons in there. Like, don't make deals with women who are known as Ursula and look like an octopus. So there you go. There's something for you to learn. Great music, so catchy. Kiss the Girl is a great date night song, I think. Great lovey-dovey song, I'm just saying. Yeah, good stuff. So that's why I'm just going to leave it at that, because otherwise I'm going to go on weird tangents that not going to make any sense. So I'm going to save myself and you the embarrassment of hearing that. So I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to everybody for being here. I want to thank you, or maybe watching or listening to this right now. We thank you for being a part of this. This has been so much fun. Don't worry. Movie watch-alongs are going to be held on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Friday of every month at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next episode is going to be next Friday. We're going to be celebrating 25 years of Galaxy Quest with Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, and the late, great Hans Gruber himself, and Professor Snape himself, Alan Rickman. We miss you, good sir, and we wish you the best. And then the week after that, we're going to celebrate the life of James Earl Jones with the great baseball movie known as Field of Dreams. Because if you build it, he will come. And people will come, Ray. So it's happening. It's all going to go down. So, Case, if someone wants to know more about you and some of the great things you're doing out there in the cyber world, cyberland, where can they follow you, my friend?
Well, right down here in the corner, the Dutch Star Wars guy on YouTube, where, I have a Star Wars related YouTube channel. Right now, I'm actually doing a playthrough of Jedi Fallen Order in honor of the 5th year anniversary. Yes, Jedi Fallen Order is already 5 years old. We're getting older here, I feel. And next week, I'll be on for Galaxy Quest because I really like that movie. One of the best Star Trek movies, I think. I think a lot of people can agree on that. So, yeah, that's about that. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter at DutchSWGuy. I'm on Letterboxd, Case247. Case spelled this way, of course, the Dutch way. I think that's about it. Thank you for having me. This was fun.
Thank you very much, kind sir, for being with us. Ariel, her name is Ariel. Gata, you're a superstar in your own right, and we learned on this very show that you are a wonderful singer with an angelic voice. So, there's some, yeah, you deserve it, girl. You're the next American Idol. Anyway, so if someone wants to know more about you and the incredible things you're doing, or maybe they want to order a specifically themed Little Mermaid gift basket, how can they find you?
They can actually find me where my social media handle is under my name at charm.celebrations on all major platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. And honestly, Ryan, thank you for bringing me back to be a part of this memorable experience, as you know, you are creating an experience for your audience, and that's what it is. And same thing with my unique gift baskets and celebrity gift basket creations. I want to create an experience, a memorable one that will bring people back for more. So thank you for having me, and back to you.
Thank you, Ariel. I mean, Gata, thank you so much for being with us. Do love you to pieces, and we wish you nothing but success with everything moving forward. You're a wonderful person inside and out. Austin316 says, Austin, if someone wants to know more about you and the incredible things you're doing over there, I believe it's called Movie Hero Network. Where can they follow you?
No, it's right below there, as it says right there below my name, the Movie Hero Network. We have a Facebook group called the Movie Hero Network. The lovely Ryan Permison posts a lot of his links in there, so you can follow him over there. Case also posts a lot of links to his shows as well. So it's a nice little community to have there. It's a great place to kind of follow everybody's work. And we also do our own shows over on the Movie Hero Network, which you can subscribe to on YouTube. We do tournament fights, tier ranker fights, seen and heard, movie trivia, the Wheel of Movies, all kinds of stuff over there. So you can come check us out, and we would really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, you're the man, dude. Thank you so much for being with us. Do greatly appreciate it. Wish you the best of luck with everything going on at Movie Hero Network, and I will see you again soon. My name is Ryan of And I Quote Channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at RyanRPM5. You can follow us across all forms of social media simply at And I Quote Channel. Lots of great things coming your way very soon. Once again, movie watch-alongs are going to be on Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then on the first Friday of every month, we're going to be doing an episode of The Meaning of Fandom, where we gather people together and they share with us a particular fictional character or fandom that means something special to them and why. Lots and lots of fun to be had there. So make sure you check out our previous episodes. We have dozens of playlists for different pieces of programming that you, your friends, your neighbors, your coworkers, your family members may be interested in. We also got merch on our Redbubble store. Links are in the description and on our social media bios. Help us reach 5,000 subscribers, because once we do, we're going to throw a great big live stream celebration. It's going to include returning favorites such as Charm Celebrations and Austin and Case and everyone in between. We're going to have special giveaways that you, our incredible viewers, subscribers, are going to be eligible to win. Because who doesn't want to get themselves some free giveaways? You know, who doesn't want to go under the sea and hang out with Ariel? Her name is Ariel, and all that jazz. So make sure you check us out. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much to every single one of you, and to you who may be watching or listening to this, for your support. Like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that bell to be notified when the videos go up, they go live. And remember, life is better when watching movies with friends and family. Happy 35th anniversary to the entire cast and crew of Disney's The Little Mermaid.
Have you ever seen anything so wonderful in your entire life?
Life under the sea is better than anything they got up there.
Wandering free, wish I could be part of your world.
Disney's The Little Mermaid is coming home to the Walt Disney Signature Collection on digital, Blu-ray, and 4K.
All right, I'm a little tired, I'm a little wired, and I think I deserve a little appreciation.